So we just found out a couple of weeks ago that the Biden administration gave millions of dollars to Mexico to basically hold back all of the groups of migrants that had crossed illegally into Mexico.
Alors que tous les médias français étaient persuadés d'une défaite de Donald Trump, nous avons su voir l'ampleur du phénomène Trump. Nous en avons fait un magazine, un documentaire, nous nous sommes rendus sur place. Et hier, jour de l'élection, nous avons clôturé un live de plus de 24 heures en direct, que ce soit sur Twitter, sur YouTube, sur notre application mobile. Commandez notre magazine, téléchargez l'application mobile et surtout abonnez-vous à Frontière pour tout comprendre.
Excusez-moi, une priorité au direct, on a Anthony Agüero qui est disponible. Alors c'est Alexandre de Hello, welcome. C'est Alexandre de Galzin qui va faire les questions, les réponses et la traduction en français, parce que Anthony Agüero c'est la personne qui t'a aidé à traverser la frontière mexicaine. C'est toute une histoire, c'est une amitié, un amour.
Alors excusez-moi chers auditeurs, on va continuer l'interview un peu en anglais, mais Anthony, it's been a long time, but yeah, thank you very much for being here. Hope everything is going well. Yeah, with Anthony, we've lived like 10 days together, which looked like 100 days together, but it was still a great time. Donc on a passé 10 jours ensemble. Voilà, c'était un moment assez incroyable. So Anthony, where are you currently, and have you voted? Have you voted well? What is going on?
Qu'il a sur la tête.
Oh, of course I voted, and it might be a little obvious who I voted for out here tonight. I am currently at the El Paso GOP headquarters where we are watching, and we just actually found out that the state of Georgia has gone for Trump as well.
Oh yeah?
He just keeps winning. Yeah, currently I believe we're at about 211. And so Trump is really just going to make it really hard here in the next couple of hours for Kamala Harris to try to come from behind on such a brutal
Anthony,
stretch already.
Alexandre is gonna translate every time you talk so that our audience understands what you're saying.
Donc en fait effectivement Anthony nous dit qu'il est à une watch party du GOP, donc du parti républicain dans la ville d'El Paso, où on avait été ensemble avec Anthony en Texas exactement. Et voilà, le Texas qui est un état qui est tombé sous la coupe des républicains. Et effectivement voilà, Anthony nous expliquait que il apprenait à l'instant que la Géorgie, selon ses informations, était tombée. Donald Trump a 200 000 voix d'avance, ce qui semble très bien parti au vu des résultats. Anthony, so Texas has fallen for Donald Trump a few hours ago. Right now, do you think that all the swing states are going for him? You are near the border. We've passed through Arizona during our trip. In Arizona, it will be also a swing state, a very important state for the election.
Yes, sir. Arizona actually is a swing state, like you just said, and currently we're not too sure what's going to happen in Arizona. Maricopa County, which is pretty much the headquarters of all of this, is making it very.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Victor. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like Maricopa County might be putting up some resistance. There are currently people online saying that they're making it very hard for people to vote. And so Maricopa was also a big headache for all of us in the 2020 elections. That was actually one of the states that many people still feel was stolen from President Trump. And so that is the current site. Keep your eye on Pennsylvania and Arizona.
Oui, alors ce que Anthony vient d'expliquer, donc, c'est que l'Arizona, c'était un des États sur lesquels ça s'est joué au plus faible nombre de voix et où il y a eu le plus de soupçons de fraude. Et donc en fait, c'est un des États vraiment à surveiller, qui sera sans doute les plus serrés avec la Pennsylvanie. And so Anthony, when we were together, we were at the border. how is going currently the border crisis as Kamala Harris and Joe Biden tried to improve a few things just before the election, or is it still a complete mess?
So we just found out a couple of weeks ago that the Biden administration gave millions of dollars to Mexico to properly fund the Mexican army, the Mexican military, to basically hold back all of the groups of migrants that had crossed illegally into Mexico. They funded them by giving them helmets, gloves, supplies, and plenty of money to be able to have for their payroll. And as of yesterday, a lot of these military checkpoints have begun to be removed from the location where they were at. So all of this pretty much created a bottleneck. And now that the elections are taking place, there are thousands of individuals now coming through the country of Mexico, as many migrants were moved from Tapachula, Mexico, east and west on the southern border of Mexico, because it was too many. It was hundreds of thousands of them. And now they're all on their way to the US southern border, sir.
Alors, ce qui se passe, c'est que actuellement, ce qu'Anthony vient de dire, c'est qu'il y a une crise majeure au Mexique. Il y a une révélation qui a été faite il y a quelques semaines, donc nous dit Anthony, selon laquelle, voilà, le gouvernement américain aurait payé l'armée mexicaine, la garde frontière mexicaine, pour justement conserver les migrants du côté j'ai envie de dire garder la frontière de son côté et conserver les migrants du côté mexicain, et donc en fait ne pas avoir un bilan migratoire terrible sur ces dernières semaines. Et pourtant en fait ce que Anthony explique actuellement, c'est qu'il y a des rumeurs comme quoi en fait tous ces migrants seraient en train de, en tout cas beaucoup de ces migrants seraient en train d'essayer de passer la frontière actuellement, profitant des élections et du trouble causé par les élections pour tenter leur passage. Donc on est peut-être à la veille d'une grande crise migratoire avec effectivement des milliers de migrants qui attendent à la frontière. Anthony, for our French audience, how would you describe the border crisis under Joe Biden and under Donald Trump? What is concretely the difference?
So the biggest difference is, the accessibility into the country, where Donald Trump would have the Remain in Mexico policy, where illegal aliens that try to cross into the country illegally were apprehended and returned back into Mexico and were forced to wait in Mexico until their appropriate court date. And so Joe Biden removed that protocol, and illegal aliens crossing illegally into the country are now receiving thousands of dollars in funding a month. They are being paid to be living in some of the nicest hotels in the country a lot of the times. They are getting food cards so that they're able to spend money on food. And they are also providing them with cash allowance for them to be spending money every month. This is on top of our homeless veterans still are out on the street. Our homeless veterans are still homeless. There is no home for them. And these illegal aliens are taking priority. Even when we fly, illegal aliens bypass security at the airports. They have their own lane. They don't have to show an ID. They are blatantly just doing whatever they want, and they are committing tons and tons of crime down here. They are killing a lot of women, a lot of sexual assaults, and a lot of raping and killing of women right now.
Alors, ce que Anthony vient de nous expliquer, après on aura une information de Julien, mais ce que Anthony vient de nous expliquer, c'est que sous Donald Trump, en fait, il y avait un protocole qui avait été lancé pour que quand un migrant clandestin est interpellé, en fait, il soit renvoyé au Mexique en attendant d'être renvoyé dans son pays d'origine. C'était un protocole qui avait montré son efficacité par une gestion plutôt réussie de la crise migratoire, mais Joe Biden a enlevé ce protocole, et maintenant en fait Anthony nous parle de milliers en tout cas les chiffres sont assez impressionnants. Sur l'année 2023, c'est 3 millions d'immigrants illégaux qui sont rentrés, et effectivement des migrants qui ont droit, c'est un peu comme en France, mais qui peuvent être logés dans des hôtels de luxe, qui reçoivent des allocations, qui sont payés, et puis qui entraînent une forte hausse de l'insécurité. Mais Julien, je crois que 2 seconds Anthony, I believe that Julien has a big info, donc tu as une grosse information.
Flash, les gars, grosse information. Je laisse la régie lancer le flash.
Priorité au direct. Alerte résultat.
Donald Trump a remporté le Kansas, qui est pourtant un bastion démocrate. Il a donc désormais 210 grands électeurs. Il lui en manque seulement 60, sachant que pour le moment la Géorgie n'est pas encore officiellement tombée, ainsi que la Caroline du Nord, alors qu'il est en avance. Et il est également en tête en Pennsylvanie, creusant l'écart de 2%. Donc clairement, il faut le dire, si Donald Trump remporte la Pennsylvanie, la Géorgie et la Caroline du Nord, il gagne les élections. Donc on n'est pas du tout dans le scénario des élections extrêmement serrées comme on pouvait l'attendre.
Alors on va poser la question à Anthony, s'il est toujours avec nous. Anthony, I wanted to know. We just learned that Texas, which is a blue state, Kansas, which is a blue state, turned red. So it is quite a surprise. How do you understand it?
It's honestly quite not surprising to me, man. These last 4 years for all Americans have been atrocious. Our inflation is through the roof. We are the party that does not want men in women's bathrooms. We are tired of seeing men in women's sports beating up on our women. We are tired of the open borders. We are tired of the abuse against the American people. And tonight I have a very strong feeling that the United States has once again regained its consciousness, and we will be great once again thanks to President Donald Trump.
Voilà, Anthony nous explique que c'est en fait un ras-le-bol du peuple américain qui s'est exprimé ce soir, et que voilà, en fait il croit sincèrement que ce soir sera une grande victoire pour Donald Trump. Maybe a last word, Anthony, for our French audience. What would you like to tell them?
Listen, I'm not too sure about your political stands out there, but I know Frontiers is doing a phenomenal job balancing out the leftist ideology out there. Definitely continue to tune in to real news and great journalists like yourself, brother. And my God, you guys are doing a fantastic job out there in destroying the leftist narrative that everybody is this in this bubble, in this victim mentality. You guys are doing a phenomenal job, and I couldn't be more happy and proud than to be here with you guys speaking here tonight, man.
Thank you very much, Anthony. All what we did during this last 3 months was also thanks to you. J'invite tous mes auditeurs à suivre Anthony Aguero. I think your Twitter ID is like Aguero Live for Texas, something like that. Also on Instagram, aussi sur Instagram, suivez Anthony Aguero. C'est un grand journaliste. You are a great journalist for the border and for all the political stuff in the US. So thank you very much for appearing with us tonight, and for all what you did for us during our documentary.
I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care of yourself, brother.
Thank you, bro.